sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. This is taken at his 4. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
Now with the play clock down, they'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Got to do better. Come on, go. Check 31, check 31.
And right away, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. And not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to put.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Go, go. Under 10, under 10, 10.
On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 2nd down, it's Lynch. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Lynch. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
Check A2, check A2. Check. Check hot. Hey, switch gears. Check. Lucky. Hey, alert.
Running for it. Here's Lynch. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. You ain't doing that, You ain't doing that.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. 13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson being chased out left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Ready? Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Say, 66. Put it high.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Steps away to his left. Snead's got it. 23 yards, the final tally.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
3 down. Kill.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Watch the twist. 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike. 3 buzz. Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go. Hey. Let it go.
Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away. Maybe after the PAT miss. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
Here we go.
At their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Hey, we got 3 down. Bang. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
On first down, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there on third down. This is Homer. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. The field. Now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. On 2nd and 2, Jackson. Roberts got it. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Seth Roberts, 43 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Tucker now to add the point after. It's right through, and we are now tied at 13. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Don't need it all back in once, but you figured they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
48 for Mike. 6-man. Check 50, check 50. Slam, 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 slam. One left. 48 Mike. 48 Mike.
Third and long. It's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now Brown. Not a big deal on that one, just your everyday 67-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hold. Check. Wide. Get wide. Watch twist. Watch. Whip. Watch the whip. Go. Hey, I need one over here.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson forced out to his left. It's complete to Snead. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. He'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Switch.
Throwing is Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson. It's caught by Roberts. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they called the field general.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Sets up a 1st down and goal at the 2-yard line.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker now for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm. Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Check 3, check 3. 14, 14. 41, Mike 41. Hey, keep it up.
Now Wilson. And an alley to run. He got him a big chunk of that yardage back, but even with that effort, it'll still be 3rd and long. Here's Wilson throwing on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
14.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And this is caught. He hits more. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Going on the ground with Homer. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
41's coming. 41's the mic. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Hey, 41's mic. 41's.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he's got his target. That's more. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. They go play action now. Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Moore there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Alert, 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 alert. 41 Mike. 41 Mike.
Wilson throwing again. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
10 yards there, good enough for...
That's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Hatchet. Get along. West. Motion. Hey, 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 Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Watch out, watch out, watch out.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Six guys. Check 6 guys. Shoot, shoot. Sponge, sponge.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Ravens push further out in front. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Travis Homer, 30 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Stepping up, and right away, he lost the football. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
A gain of 16 yards. And a Raven first down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
First down, Ravens.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw is Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The end result, 21 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help, because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Check.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the